Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Twin Horizons YouTube channel for another LEGO set review. Today we're going to be looking at LEGO set 75301, LEGO Star Wars Luke Skywalker's X-Wing Fighter. This LEGO set was released on January 2nd, 2021, and is currently still on store shelves available for purchase. The set is rated for ages 9 and up and comes with 474 pieces. Again, the set is currently retailing for $50. Now, I will say quickly on the price point, I have two of these sets, and I think I got both of them for maybe $40. So you should be able to get it cheaper or on sale, as I think the set's probably coming to the end of its life cycle on the shelves, as it's approaching the 2-year mark very quickly. So if you still want to pick one of these up before they probably go crazy on the aftermarket, I'd probably pick one up here pretty quick. This LEGO set comes with 4 minifigures. On the far left, we have a Luke Skywalker minifigure. He is in his classic Rebel Pilot orange jumpsuit. Comes with his regular blue lightsaber, and he's got some really nice printing. I think he's got a double-sided head as well, so you got some nice expression changes, and overall just a very nicely done minifigure, and I believe probably the most up-to-date version of Luke Skywalker we've had in recent years. And this version of Luke is going for around $4.23. Next to Luke Skywalker, we have a Princess Leia minifigure. This Leia minifigure has one of the solid lower sections, so she doesn't have movable legs. It's just one of those solid dress pieces, but it makes her character look really nice. However, less functional if you want to put her in like a ship or in a vehicle or something. She gets a silver short gun as well, which is very nice, and just overall, a very nice Princess Leia minifigure. And this version of Princess Leia goes for around $6.45. Next to Princess Leia, we have General Jan Dodonna. He has a very nice white hairpiece and a very clean-looking rebel, I guess, officer uniform. He comes with a short or just a regular black pistol, and very nicely done minifigure. Looks like he comes in a couple different sets, and he goes for around $4.32. And finally, on the far right, we have the GOAT himself, R2-D2. This, I believe, is also one of the most up-to-date versions of R2. Looks like he comes in a handful of sets and only goes for around $2.34. Here is the X-Wing build for this set, and they've had a couple different versions of the X-Wing over the years. Usually the way they change up the minifigures in the set, and then they also usually change up maybe some of the features, as LEGO kind of gets better with their building techniques, come out with different bricks, they kind of change things up. And of course this set came with General Jan Dodonna and Princess Leia. I know one they made, maybe it was anywhere 5 to 10 years ago. I think there was one that came with Luke Skywalker, R2, and then another Rebel pilot and a separate droid. And then there was a couple of bricks you could use to change out which, markings were on the fighter. Was it Red 5 or Red 6? So, and then there was a couple different versions. There was like the one from Dagobah that was maybe made in like the early 2000s. And there's probably a handful more on top of that. So there's been a couple different versions of Luke's X-Wing. This, of course, is the most recent version, and I had not had one of the X-Wings up till this point, so that's why I bought this set. And I think overall it was very nicely done. There's a really nice feature, which I'll show in the next shot after the turntable shot, of how the wings actually open, which I think is actually pretty cool. It makes it really easy if you want to play with it. Of course, you have the droid port for R2, you have the spot for Luke Skywalker, of course, in the main cockpit, and then you have some spring-loaded missiles on either side underneath the wings, and then, of course, you have the landing gear, which on the front, I believe, is actually stationary, but you can actually just pull it right out. So sometimes it's really difficult with how they do the landing gear on some of these ships to either display it and or kind of play with it, make it fly around. So I think they did a pretty decent job with that. So we'll get the turntable shot, and then we'll see this thing in action here in a second. All right, so like I mentioned, there are a couple little features to note here. We have spring-loaded missiles here on either side underneath the wings. And then this landing gear right here, I believe, if you just pull it out like so, then you can kind of make it easier to play with the set. And it just slides back in there with a Technic piece, just like that. And then for making the wings go open, right here, there's this little button behind R2. Press that, and the wings open. And of course, when they're open, looks pretty sweet. So overall, and then you just kind of set it back down, and that just kind of closes it up. So it's actually really easy to open and close, and for display purposes, I think all you'd have to do is just get a couple bricks to stand up underneath it, and it would look really, really nice. And again, I mean, even around the back side, I think the engine pieces look really nice. So overall, I really love this set. Glad I finally got an X-Wing in my collection. And like I said, I bought 2 of these. I bought one as an investment set. I haven't even opened. I kept it sealed. I've kind of stashed that away because from most historical data that we have, usually like starfighters, Jedi starfighters, or sometimes X-Wings, I think, can go pretty crazy in the secondary market. So I'm hoping that's the case with this set, and I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see. So again, I think the set looks really nice, and I really like that feature for opening the wings. I think it makes it really easy, and definitely a nice play feature for this set. Here we have the box for this set. In the upper right-hand corner, we have the Lego Darth Vader box art. And of course, this set would have been featured in Star Wars A New Hope, or just Star Wars, the very original movie. So that's why I think they put the Lego Darth Vader box art there on the top right. And then of course, we have the Lego with the Star Wars logos, the fact sheet for the set on the far left. And then of course, the X-Wing being featured, being piloted by Luke Skywalker himself with R2-D2. And then in the bottom right, we have the Lego minifigure bar there, just showcasing all the minifigures included with the set. On the back of the box, in the upper left-hand corner, you have the Lego along with the Star Wars logos, the set code 75301, and then a little box showcasing this set is included in the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video game. Again, the most up-to-date version of a Lego Star Wars game. Then we have a few boxes showcasing that R2 can be put in the droid port up top. We see the cockpit being able to be opened, and then on the top right there, you see those boxes showcasing how to open the wings, and that there are spring-loaded missiles underneath the wings as well. And then, of course, the X-Wing being featured in a landed position with all the minifigures kind of gathered around, presumably in the Yavin 4 base, right before the attack on the Death Star. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for watching another LEGO set review on the Twin Horizons YouTube channel. This brings the total value of my LEGO set collection thus far up to $4,019. Now, I actually did buy 2 of these sets. Of course, the one before you, which I've opened and put together. And then I bought a second one as an investment set because I feel like this might be one to go up in the future. And that is what put us over the $4,000 mark for my LEGO set collection. Just want to say thank you so much again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.